This is Catherine A.G., aka Nerdgirlism, here with another themed vlog for you. Let me try and get centered on the camera. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to be doing my hair and makeup while talking about the themed vlog for today, which is my diabetes. I feel like I've kind of talked this subject to death, but maybe if you're new to the channel or if y'all just want a full insight on on my diabetes, y'all can come straight to this video and watch it and hopefully know most of the facts about my diabetes. Well, I was diagnosed when I was 14. I was not too overweight. I was maybe like 180 and I'm maybe 5'2". I actually got diagnosed in a mental hospital in Shreveport, Louisiana. While I was there for mental health problems, they also discovered that I was diabetic. When I was diagnosed, my blood sugar was over 900. It's never been that high ever afterwards. And I remember when I left the facility that day, was the first time my blood sugar went way low. It went down to like 33. I believe I have mature onset diabetes of the young, or MODY for short, because I wasn't a child when I was diagnosed, and I did not have any symptoms of blood sugar being low until I hit puberty. Because whenever I was young, since my mom was diabetic, I was tested for diabetes very, very often, like every time I had a checkup. So it didn't really occur until I started going through puberty, which I believe that has something to do with triggering it, starting right then. But what that means too is I have lots of symptoms of type 2 diabetes, even though I'm not terribly obese or old. So but yeah, and they started me on metformin when I was 14, but by the time I was 17, it had progressed to the point where I needed to take insulin. Hold on. Hairspray. And I will never forget, at one doctor's appointment, the one wherever I was put on insulin, one of the nurses she was way overweight. She must have been like 300 some pounds. She said to me, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be dead by the time you're 30. First of all, you don't tell a kid that, a teenager that. Second of all, I felt really mad and resentful because she was like huge and overweight, but was telling me how to live my life, so I was all rebellious. I was like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to take care of myself. So I really neglected my health until about 3 years ago, when I started losing my vision. And then the same year, about a month after I started losing my vision, in January 2016, in about February, I was diagnosed with gastroparesis. And then in maybe about a month later, I was told that my kidney function was not good, that I would need to take pills to keep the kidney function up. So I did that, but by the time I think it was like October rolled around, I had 11% kidney function, so I had to go on dialysis, which I'm on currently. I go Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for dialysis. It's not too bad, honestly, but my diabetes has caused me to have quite a few major surgeries, and have the removal of all my teeth. I forgot to say that. That was in 2010, January 2010. But because of my teeth not being taken care of, I got sepsis in late 2009. Had to have a transfusion. Then, in December 2014, I had to have surgery to remove an abscess in my left foot because, of a blister I got. It just got infected really bad from wearing just too tight of shoes. And so that left me with a 3-inch by 3-inch gash on my foot, which is still healing to this day. And then I also got a pressure ulcer on my right elbow, which is still healing. I don't know how that appeared. It just kind of popped up one day and just got worse and worse. But thankfully, I have 7, I think, tattoos. And weirdly enough, none of them have had problems at all. Even though I'm diabetic, none of them have had any healing problems whatsoever. So I'm really thankful for that, honestly. For the past, at least since August, I know of, but before that too, I think a little bit, because I've been testing my blood sugar more once I was diagnosed with the kidney failure. My blood sugar numbers have actually been way normal, if anything, kind of too low. Though it'll go low a lot during the night, especially if I take too much insulin by accident. So I always keep candy on hand just in case it goes too low. But another thing, I don't know if it's related to my diabetes or kidney failure or what. I've never been told, but in January 2016, I had my last menstrual cycle that I've had. Like, I haven't had one since then, and honestly, that's like one of the best things about either the kidney failure, diabetes, or whatever it is, because I hated having my menstrual cycle. And I'm kind of sad that I probably won't be able to have children, but with me being visually impaired, I don't know how that would really work that well anyways. But if the opportunity came around, I totally would not mind adopting children, or a child, or whatever, I really wouldn't mind adoption at all. As long as it would be, me raising the child. I think that would be the main goal, obviously. And also another perk, I guess most people would probably say it's a perk of the diabetes, is that I have like no body hair on my legs or my arms. I like never have to shave. I don't remember the last time I shaved my legs. So most women would consider that a perk, I think. But, it just sucks. It's a daily fight, and it sucks because it's what I would call an invisible disease. I know this is kind of horrible, I guess, but, it's kind of helpful that I am in the wheelchair and stuff, that people do know I have some disorders. I mainly use the wheelchair because my blood pressure is very random. It's usually high, but it can go very low, especially if I have dialysis. So I always take my wheelchair with me to dialysis just in case. Excuse me. But because of the diabetes and the gastroparesis, I've cut out a lot of foods out of my diet. I definitely don't eat a carb-heavy diet like most diabetics, which is good because I really like the taste of vegetables anyway. So that really hasn't been that hard for me to cut out those kind of foods. I don't eat rice, don't eat pizza, I barely eat pasta. I don't eat marinara sauce at all, though. That's mainly because of the dialysis and the gastroparesis, though it makes me really, really sick. I honestly don't eat that many meats. I probably should eat more because of the kidney failure, but I'm just not a fan of meat. I've talked quite a bit about this, but my sister, ever since I was, I think, 14 or 15, she became vegetarian, so I'm kind of used to eating less meat. Yes?
Riley. Oh, she's not in here. I'm sorry, babe.
And, like I said, I eat lots of, vegetables. I always eat bran cereal, usually for breakfast, and sometimes oatmeal, sometimes fried eggs. I'm supposed to eat more eggs because the protein for dialysis, but I'm really not the big fan of most meats, so. And I try and exercise every day. I like to do crunches a lot because it helps with the diabetic belly. If you're diabetic, you know what I mean. Like that just collects in there. It's just really hard to get rid of. So I try and do at least a few hundred crunches a day. I tend to do lots of crunches and leg exercises during dialysis because I'm sitting in a chair for 4 hours and it's easy to do without moving your arms or whatever, messing up the machine. But overall, I really wouldn't wish having diabetes on my worst enemy. It's been so difficult to deal with. I mean, I guess I'm kind of glad that I can be an advocate for this disease, but yeah, I would not want anyone to have it, especially as young as I am. It's really horrible. But, supposedly I've read statistics saying that 50% of Americans by the year 2050 will have some form of diabetes. So, making people aware of it now, is very important. But maybe by 2050, they'll have some kind of cure or some kind of organ replacement thing, hopefully. If we don't have some kind of crazy medical advancement by 2050, then just all hope is lost. Or else humanity just destroyed itself or something. Because we should be able to in that many. In like 30 years, yeah. We should have some kind of medical advancement. Anyways, so, yeah, I've talked a little bit about my diabetes. Leave some comments, either talking about, what you struggle and deal with, or if y'all have to deal with diabetes as well, leave a comment. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the video. And I will talk to you later. Goodbye.